Archangel Michael and Jesus say, "You will lose both of us if you skip. You have only 7 minutes." God says, "Chosen one, do not skip. Glee, we beg you." Archangel Michael says, "This message has been urgently sealed in heaven for you, and today it has reached the gates of your soul. It's not a coincidence. It's not a scroll that fell into your hands by chance. This is a command from heaven, and your spirit was picked to hear it first." In the realm of the unseen, timelines are crashing into each other, but for now, one path still shines bright. That path will bring you back to what heaven planned for you before you were born. It will also heal you and put you back in harmony with God. The cracks are, however, being filled with time like water running through broken hands. Jesus is standing next to me as I talk to you. His eyes are heavy not with anger, but with mercy that has been put off for too long. It was him who held the door open for you while everyone else left, but he can't keep it open forever. The time on his message is running out. Every minute, not every day, not every hour. To be exact, it took 7 minutes. 7 minutes in heaven that are longer than time on earth, but shorter than the weight of all time that lies beyond them. Everything is about to change for the better, whether it's spiritually, emotionally, money, wise, or even physically. If you let the changes happen, they will hit you like a flood. If you don't, they will hit you like winds. There is no drama here. Archangel Michael says, "A council in heaven has been talking about your name every day. It's divine truth. More times this week than in your whole life, God has looked at your record. It is because something near you is unraveling and your spirit is showing early signs of disconnection. The warning today is this: you are dangerously close to losing alignment with both heaven's covering and heaven's voice. This would mean silence where there was once guidance, distance where there was once presence. It would mean a coldness in your soul, even while you are surrounded by light. This is why Jesus and I plead together not out of fear, but out of love. Do not skip. This message carries the divine energy that was sent to cover you, lift you, and breathe into you before it's too late. 7 minutes is all you were granted. Do not waste even one. In these last spiritual hours of your breakthrough timeline, the enemy has become frantic. He knows how close you are. He has seen your name written in victory before you ever walked through the fire. But chosen one, hear me clearly. If you disregard this call, you will fall backward into a cycle that will take you years to recover from. Not because God is punishing you, but because you ignored the final rope sent to pull you from the edge. You feel tied for a reason. Your body knows something is shifting. Your dreams have been invaded with warnings, symbols, and flashes of people and places from the past. That's not your imagination. It's your spirit screaming. You don't have 7 years. You don't even have 7 days. You have 7 minutes from the time this message touches your heart, and what you do with it will determine whether your name rises into alignment or sinks into delay. Archangel Michael says, if you knew how many angels have fought off death, betrayal, curses, and sold ties just to keep you standing today, you would cry. You would be so thankful that you would fall to your knees. Heaven cares about you too much to lose you now. But even heaven has to let go of things that won't accept them. Even Jesus, who is very kind, can't live in a heart that keeps shutting him out. So he's just standing there quietly, watching you and waiting for you to say yes before time runs out. This is not a message. Think of it as a conflict or a divine intervention from places you can't see. When it comes to heaven, there are no accidents, only confirmations. They've been coming to you all week. Signs and numbers that appear out of nowhere. Names that you haven't thought of in years start to pop up into your head. There are dreams that feel more real than real life. A strange feeling that something is looking at you, waiting or getting ready. He tells them that this is your spirit remembering the promise. But you need to answer. You need to admit it. You need to line up. Someone or something close to you has been trying to stop, delay, or get in the way of your destiny. This presence is more than just spiritual. You are being helped by someone in your life. Someone nice, someone you know, someone who talks your language, but hurts your future. They were sent to look like something else. Part of you still believes the lie, which is why you haven't been completely free yet. Archangel Michael says, if you let them stay, we can't, because heaven won't share a room with a spirit that brings destruction. No longer can you host both light and darkness in the same home. That's the reason your life seems to have split in half. God is saying this in a firm but kind way. We will back away if you keep putting things off, not because we dislike you, but because love that doesn't get a response gets stuck. And heaven is always moving. If we leave, you'll know it. There will be more silence than thunder. You'll look, scroll, run, and pray. But you'll know there's a hole that no one can fill. This is your chance to get out of the spiral. This is your last gift before you are redirected. There will still be blessings, but they won't be the ones that were meant just for you. They will go to another, and you'll know they were yours because they will feel hauntingly familiar, says Archangel Michael. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to save you. It's meant to finally draw the line between who you were and who you're called to become. It's meant to rewire your destiny before the old version of you kills it. You're not reading this by accident. This is heaven putting its hand on your shoulder and asking, will you come with us, or will we have to leave you behind? The weight you feel is conviction. That's not condemnation. That's love knocking, and this time not with a whisper, but with a warning. The 7 minutes you have are sacred. They were carved in gold, wrapped in spirit, and delivered through wind and timing. What you choose to do in them will echo into the next 7 months of your life. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. This isn't just about you. There are souls tied to your obedience. There are destinies waiting for your yes. There are children, communities, even strangers you haven't met yet who are praying for what you carry. But you cannot release what you haven't received, and you cannot receive if you skip this divine alert. So breathe, be still, don't scroll away. Let these final minutes open your spirit. Let Jesus hold the door just a little longer. Let Archangel Michael stand between you and destruction. You're not too far gone, but you are too close to lose. Choose now, because we cannot choose for you. And as I close this sacred message, I leave you with these final words from heaven's throne. We are not threatening you. We are not punishing you. We are pleading with you, because the price of silence is greater than the price of surrender. And if this message pierced you, it means the door is still open, but not for long. Archangel Michael says, heaven does not beg lightly, and yet today, heaven is on its knees before your soul, not because you are greater than the angels, but because you are more loved than you realize. Your free will is powerful, and God will never force your hand. But He is showing you what's at stake if you remain still. Here's a veil about to lift. And when it does, you'll either walk through it in divine timing or be trapped on the other side of delay. What you don't see now is the consequence building behind your indecision. Jesus says, this moment is part of a larger prophecy in your life, one that was written before all the hurt, betrayal, and times you didn't believe in your own worth. But it took longer than planned because you kept doubting God's voice. When you said, I'm not ready, the enemy said, good. When you said, maybe later, a demon laughed because he knew that you were giving him permission to wait. This time, though, you can't press pause. God isn't just calling you to come closer. He wants you to come home. Your soul has been lost for too long, and it's tired of trying to feed on things that were never meant to feed it. There's nothing you want more than more money, friends, or attention. It's for being there. God's being there. The alignment of heaven, what you were meant to be full of but hid for years because of pain, confusion, noise, and distractions. Archangel Michael tells you your next miracle is on the other side of this decision. Not a cute miracle that only lasts a short time, but a miracle that changes the way your life is built. Something divine, permanent, and unable to be changed. You can't receive divine change, though, if you are disobeying. When you hold on to the past, you can't move forward with the promise. But here's the real truth. The people you don't want to lose are the ones heaven can't keep. They have something to do with your delay. They are a part of your confusion. They are making you more afraid, which is stopping you from rising. Jesus says this is the last spiritual break. As soon as you say, yes, heaven will cut through all the chains, habits, and spiritual parasites that have tried to look like love. But if you say no, those feelings will get stronger. They will break you over time, not all at once. When something blows up is not the worst pain. It's when something slowly suffocates you and calls it love. You are being saved from that by Jesus right now. Your soul is slowly dying, and you've forgotten who you are, what you carry, and why you were born. There is no background for you. You are the calm after the storm. You can break the bloodline curse. Your family has been praying for a shift like you, but it has never come. You were supposed to be the first person to do something that no one else had the guts to do. If you skip now, the next 7 years will feel like they're not going anywhere. Time won't wait, but heaven will. This isn't about guilt, says Archangel Michael. You will live, but you won't soar. This is about awakening. You've been sleepwalking through a season of divine urgency, and this message is your trumpet. This is your shaking. This is your rescue wrapped in words. Somebody is about to walk out of your life. Let them. Don't beg it. Don't chase. Don't negotiate. Their departure is the wind that carries you into your appointed atmosphere. The pain is real, but so is the prophecy. The loss is hard, but so is the calling. And you can't carry both. Jesus is standing at the door, not knocking, waiting, because knocking time has passed. Now is choosing time. If you delay any longer, your spirit will start to normalize disconnection. You'll get used to feeling numb. You will forget what real joy felt like, and you'll accept a counterfeit life that's just good enough to keep you busy, but never bold enough to fulfill your legacy. And Jesus says, you were not born for just enough. You were born for glory, for nations, for deliverance, for generational healing. You were born to turn altars into stages and brokenness into blueprints. Archangel Michael says, a scroll in heaven has your name, your city, your calling, your date of release, and that date is dangerously close. But if you reject this moment, that scroll will be reassigned. Yes, heaven has backups. Heaven has reinforcements. Heaven has others who are willing to do what you delay. And if you keep saying not yet, God will respect your choice. But your crown will be passed down to the next one brave enough to rise. This is your Gethsemane. This is your Croth Road. This is your line in the sand moment. After today, nothing will be the same. You will either step into divine activation, or you will step further into distraction. And the saddest part is the enemy doesn't even need to attack you anymore. All he has to do is keep you scrolling, doubting, comparing, and hesitating. Jesus says you still have time, but not much. Your 7 minutes are sacred. They are opening a doorway that has not opened in 7 years. You think it's just a message, but it's a portal, a jive, a crack in the veil through which heaven is still whispering. But soon that whisper will turn into silence, and silence will become stillness, and stillness will become distance, and distance will become regret. So choose now. This is the kind of moment angels write psalms about, the kind of moment demons dread, the kind of moment that splits your life into before and after. You are still reading. That means your heart hasn't turned to stone. That means your spirit is still listening. That means Jesus is still near. But when this final moment ends, this holy echo will fade, and you'll be left with your decision. Archangel Michael says, heaven is watching, not judging, but watching nonetheless. Everything is ready to be let go. Your yes, though, is the last key. Do not miss it. Do not lose us. Don't get lost. It's not over yet. No, this is not a punishment. This is waking up. And if this word made you feel something, it was meant for you. This was heaven's last warning before it finally let go. For now, your name is still on the scroll. Archangel Michael says, angels are standing on both sides of your spiritual path right now. One path leads to glory, and the other leads to delay. They are waiting for you to move, not just how you feel. Because obedience is what makes heaven happy, not just feelings. Recently, you've felt an unseen pressure, like time is running out and doors are closing before you can get to them. That's not something you made up. In that moment, the spiritual shift starts to break down the false timelines you were never meant to walk. Jesus says, you've been manipulated by people who pretended to be for you, but only stood near you because they were stealing your light. They wore smiles, but behind them were swords. They clapped for your growth, but secretly prayed you wouldn't rise higher than them. And every time they pulled you back, you blamed yourself. Every time something failed, you thought you weren't ready. But Jesus wants you to know you weren't the problem. Your atmosphere was chosen one. You were never meant to bloom in poisoned soil. Archangel Michael says, this is why we must take you from the land that feels familiar. This is why people are being removed, opportunities being blocked. It's not rejection. It's redirection from the throne. Heaven has seen what's coming. You have not. There are deals being discussed in secret about your name, plans to use you, drain you, exploit your gifting once you step into visibility. And if you don't align with the right source now, you will find yourself successful in public, but dying in private. Jesus says, "We want you whole, not famous. We want you to be happy, not pushed around." The platform is ready, but heaven is still waiting for you to stand up straight. Your future will be built on sand if you keep half obeying. Everything you've built without God's help will fall apart when the storm comes, which it will. No, this is not a punishment. Archangel Michael says, every time you put off your purpose, angels had to hold back things that were meant to bless you. Not because you didn't deserve those blessings, but because they would have crushed the person you were before you got better. You keep asking for more, but you're still having people over who are leaking your oil. You pray for clarity over and over, but you can't tune out the noise of other things for long enough to hear God's whisper. You need more, but you haven't made room for it yet. Jesus says, this is your space-making moment. This is where you empty out everything that has taken up too much room inside your soul. Resentment, shame, old lovers, empty friendships, jealous voices, comparison, doubt, bitterness. They don't belong in your next chapter. If you carry them in, you'll contaminate your own miracle. The 7 minutes were not just a countdown. They were a mirror, a reflection of how little time you've truly given to the one who gave you breath. A reminder that your spirit cannot afford any more days spent on spiritual autopilot. Archangel Michael says, this message is your spiritual CPR. You were going away, you were just floating. Now, though, your heart is beating slowly but surely again. You're not hopeless. You're still not too far gone, but you need to wake up. Jesus says, your name still drips with purpose. Your voice still echoes with healing. Your hands still carry oil. And your tears have not been wasted. Every pain had been recorded in heaven's vault. Every cry answered in silence. Every unanswered prayer has been redirected to something far greater than what you asked for. But you must choose now. Heaven is not punishing you. Heaven is preparing you. That's why everything has felt like pressure, because pressure always comes before the promise. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to survive here. You were meant to reign here. And what is coming next for you requires a stronger version of yourself. That version is only unlocked through surrender. So breathe, let go, stop scrolling. Let the presence of this message fill your lungs with courage. This is not about religion. This is about resurrection. Jesus is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to return, to remember, to rise. The door is still open, but not forever. And when it closes, everything changes. Some will watch you from a distance and wonder how you grew so fast. Some will whisper, who helped them? Who led the way? But the truth will always remain. You listened. You obeyed when others ignored. You paused when others scrolled. You received when others resisted. And that is why you will be the one heaven sends. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are the chosen one. Your legacy starts with your yes. We are still here, but not for long. And with everything in us, we say again, please do not skip this moment. Please, we beg you. Archangel Michael and Jesus are still holding space for your surrender. But it must come now. It must come from the soul. It must come from true. And if you felt even the slightest shift reading this, then you know we are near, still watching, still waiting, still fighting. But for just a few more moments, take your place, chosen one. Heaven needs you, Earth is calling you, and destiny is demanding you. You are not too late unless you walk away now. Amen to your awakening. Amen to your return. Amen to your rise. The scroll is still in your hand. Don't drop it. Don't delay. Don't deny it. This is your hour. This is your heaven. This is your call. And we are still here, but only for now. Archangel Michael says, "What you decide right now in the silence of your spirit will echo into eternity." This is not about your outer life. This is about your soul's alignment with the divine blueprint heaven drew for you. We are not here to pressure you. We are here to tell you the truth. The heavens cannot wait forever. The next season of your life was meant to be a divine collision. Your gifts, your healing, your rise, and your restoration all meeting at the same intersection. But it cannot arrive on time. If your heart is still wandering, your yes unlocks divine timing and your hesitation reshapes it. Jesus says you've already missed some doors, but by His mercy, one door remains open. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are to heaven. The chosen are not perfect. They are pursued. And you, dear one, have been pursued by heaven with a relentless grace that not even hell could cancel. You've noticed strange delays lately, things moving slower, people distancing themselves without warning. That's because heaven is stripping away everything that would weigh you down for what's next. You're not being abandoned. You're being delivered. Archangel Michael says there are assignments waiting for you, not jobs, assignments, destinies, souls attached to your voice, generations attached to your obedience. Things aren't just going by for you. You have the keys to other people's locks. That's why you've been attacked so much. This is why confusion wants to live in your head. Because of this, your happiness comes and goes like smoke. The enemy is afraid of what will happen when you finally agree on something. It's too late for him now. Since you now know, you can feel it now. The fire inside you is lit up again. Jesus says that the next 7 months could be your best chance to get ahead or your worst chance to get behind. He's not putting his hand out to grab yours, but he is extending it one last time. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. One day, you'll remember this moment and whisper to yourself, "This was the shift. This was the warning I didn't ignore." Or you'll feel a silence in your chest where heaven used to speak. That shouldn't be your story. Archangel Michael says that all of these prayers have led to this moment. Your grandmothers, mothers, and even your own mother whispered in pain when no one was looking. Every cry you thought no one heard turned into a seed. Now harvest time has come. But the harvest doesn't come until the soul is ready for it. Are you? Because heaven can't make you take the good things it gives you. We can only make it rain. Jesus is no longer telling you to have faith in yourself. Inside you, He wants you to believe in Him. That's where the power comes from. That's where the answers are. You've made it through betrayal. You've been left behind. You have doubts about your own reflection. Today, though, something holy touches your name. There is no more time to waste. Stop living in survival mode and start living like heaven is behind you, because it is. You're not just your wounds. There is more to you than your mistakes. You're not just what left you, lied to you, or tried to break you. The heavens have never stopped calling your name because you are chosen. You don't have to get everything right, says Archangel Michael. Just say wise. What you lack will be made up for by how well you obey. If you say yes, angels you've never seen will come to you. Heaven will respond to your surrender, but you need to act now. Jesus and I aren't saying this to make a point. We're saying this because there is a real countdown going on in heaven. It's not written on a clock, but every deep breath makes you feel it. You can tell something is ending. There is a change going on. You're sure that something will either break or break through. You need to hear us out. Pick breakthrough. Get rid of your guilt. Get rid of the shame. Let go of the fake names you've been using to stay alive. Now is the time to become the person you were before everyone tried to change you. It's not over yet. This is the start over, the rebirth, or the revival. Your name is still there. It has been called out. We have not turned down your gifts. They have been kept safe. And your plans for the future have not changed. It has been kept safe. You are the only one who can walk through the door, though. That's not something heaven can do for you. The final call is here. The line between the lost and awakened versions of you is right in front of your eyes, and it's glowing. Will you step? Jesus won't beg again. That's not because he doesn't love you. It's because true love sets you free, not chains. Will he hope? He really wants you to say yes. That you're not going to do. That you won't lie and act fine when you're really breaking. That you won't wait for permission from the world when heaven already let you in. You have been picked. You are the one who is better. You are the one who rose from the dead. It has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with realignment. It's about saving lives. It has to do with remembering. Let everyone wait. Put away the things that are bothering you. Now let your heart speak. Get your spirit up now. Say yes and make the earth shake. Christ. If you take that step, I'll walk with you. There will be no more signs, nudges, or warnings. Though if you skip this message, turn away or turn it off. You can only claim the echo of what you used to be able to do. That's not necessary, though. It's not too late. You're not too far away. You're not too broken. Heaven still has faith in you. We still trust you. Don't wait, say yes now. The Archangel Michael says, heaven is still holding its breath, watching what you do with these final sacred words. A decision like this doesn't shout. It whispers. And that whisper is happening deep within you right now. Stirring, trembling, glowing like an ember that's about to catch fire. You've already felt the weight shift. You've already sensed the atmosphere grow still. That's not your imagination. That's the silence of heaven awaiting your alignment. All the intercessions, all the protection, all the grace that's been building up to this one moment of surrender. Jesus says, do not think small of this encounter. There's no need for loud signs or flashing lights. In the quiet place, you can hear God's voice, and the quiet part of you is burning with a sense of urgency that words can't quite describe. You're not just reading, it's like a spirit waking up in you. You are a soul that is being taken back from the battlefield. This isn't just a bunch of words on a scroll, it's from the throne room. The throne has said, this is the hour. The chains you've been carrying are now being loosened. They have been silent and invisible, but they were heavy. But when you say, I receive it, I surrender, Archangel Michael states, we have protected you when no one else knew you were even in danger. We fought battles in rooms you never entered. We blocked attacks that would have wiped out your future. We delayed things that looked like blessings, but were actually traps. That's why it felt like delay. That's why you were hidden. That's why doors seemed closed, because you were being protected from sabotage. And now finally, the door of release has opened. Jesus says, step through. Get rid of your self-doubt, the lies other people told you, and the shame that you never had. Leave relationships that looked good on the outside, but were empty on the inside. Get over your fear of being turned down, failing, and being judged. You're not taking a chance on the unknown. You are stepping into prophecy. Archangel Michael says the prophecy on your life was not canceled. It was being purified. And now the fire has done its work. Now the chains are cracking. Now the veil is tearing. Now the blessing is looking for a landing place. And that landing is you. But the blessing will not rest on disobedience. And heaven will not share its presence with the spirits you've been entertaining. This is the cost. But the reward, O chosen one, the reward is glory, peace that no trauma can steal, joy that no person can shake, doors so divine they open without explanation, provision that flows like water, wisdom that silences every enemy, and most importantly, divine companionship. The presence of Jesus walking beside you again. The voice of the Spirit leading you with clarity. A covering of angels making you unshakable. Jesus says, I want to walk with you again like we used to do, like when you were still pure, innocent, and hopeful, before the betrayals, the disappointments, and the time when you didn't believe in magic. These aren't the silly magic of childhood, though. Archangel Michael says, we are in place. This is the supernatural fire of heaven, and it is being poured on you right now. Christ is with you. The angels are ready for battle, but you are the only one who can move right now. This is your last chance to hesitate. In the next step, you would either walk in divine fullness or spiritual fog. This is your choice alone, not your pastor, not your friends, not even the prayers you've said in the past. You alone. You who have been through all the storms. You who screamed in the dark. You are being thought of by heaven right now. He says, I never left you. I never stopped loving you. I never gave up, but now it's your turn to hold on to me. Hold on tight. Stay true. Hold on tight. Keep this message in mind, even if something else comes up and tries to take your attention away. It was meant to make you last forever. The message doesn't end here. It's the start of your alignment. If your soul is shaking, it means that heaven is getting closer. Your spirit is getting rid of old weight, which is making your body feel heavy. If your heart feels like it's breaking, it's just going to make room for new life. People who have been chosen have been called out of the background, into divine memory, out of false comfort, and out of spiritual silence. As the trumpet sounds in heaven, Archangel Michael tells you, you are the only one it was meant to wake up today. No one else will understand the change that is about to happen in your life. This wasn't a group message, so no one else will understand. It was an important call. Respond. The last few seconds are going by. There are almost 7 minutes left of the holy time. The ink on your choice is now drying. What is it going to say? Does it say they listened or almost did? Jesus says, we love you too deeply to force you, but we love you too much to stay silent. We are still here, but this is the final breath of the warning. Let it not be wasted. Let it not pass over your head. Let it pierce your spirit and finally ignite the fire that the world tried to ground. Chosen one, this is it. Do not skip. We beg you. This isn't the end of a chapter. This is the beginning of your divine writing. We will walk with you into the light if you let us. We are waiting at the door. Don't close it. Don't silence it. Don't scroll past what was always meant for you. We love you. We've always loved you. Choose us because we have already chosen you. And finally, as this holy message closes, the angels still sing your name, not because you're perfect, but because you're still His. Archangel Michael says, if you're still here, still breathing through these words, then heaven has not given up on you and never will. You didn't miss the moment. You didn't disqualify yourself. You didn't arrive late to your destiny. You arrived right on time for your restoration. Do not underestimate the weight of what you're feeling right now. This is not anxiety. This is not confusion. This is the sound of spiritual walls falling. This is what it feels like when chains snap in the invisible world. This is what it feels like when old contracts are torn and new doors open in realms your eyes cannot yet see. Jesus says, I've seen your weariness. I saw you keep going even when no one cheered for you. I saw the tears that were hiding behind your smile, the storms you fought alone, and the times you almost gave up but didn't. It wasn't love that made them strong. I sent it. You're not a mistake. You are not a last-minute thought. We haven't forgotten about you. You have been picked. You were chosen for a reason that is now becoming clear to you. It's possible that other people will never see your private victories, but heaven has never missed one. People saw you fight. People saw your pain. This is the end of your shift. Archangel Michael says, why have kept your enemies back? We have messed up their plans. The people who cursed you can't say anything anymore. We also kept your path safe so that you could walk forward at this very moment without getting poison on your feet. You were safe even when you wandered. You were marked even when you didn't follow the rules. Heaven knew you were there even when you forgot about it. That's why we're begging. Because you have no idea how close you are to being changed by God. You have no idea how close we are to making progress. You've been praying for 100 new opportunities, and one choice you make now will open them up. Jesus says, I'm not asking you to understand everything. I'm asking you to trust me anyway. I've carried you this far, haven't I? I kept you through things that should have killed your faith, your confidence, even your sanity. You survived betrayals no one knew about. You held on through nights that swallowed others. You smiled even when you were dying inside. And now I'm ready to give you beauty for those ashes. But you must release the ashes. You must let go of the identities you picked up during survival. You are no longer that broken version of you. You are no longer stuck in that outdated season. You are not what they did to you. You are not who they said you were. You are who I say you are. And I say you're rising. Archangel Michael says, the anointing on your life is unshakable, but it must be activated through obedience. This isn't about religion. This isn't about being good enough. This is about stepping into divine inheritance while there's still time to claim it. You are not here by coincidence. You are here because God wants you to be here. He tells them, I have been with you through all the fires, even the ones you thought you were alone in. Due to my desire for you to grow, I chose not to speak. I didn't save you right away because I wanted you to be safe from fire. Now that you've been through the fire, I bring you the glory. Once more, though, only if you choose to. This isn't a figure of speech. It's a promise. These words don't mean nothing. They have the same breath that brought the dead back to life in them. At this very moment, who you've been and who you're becoming are coming together in a divine way. You are standing between pain and promotion. If you move forward, we will move with you, says Archangel Michael. But if you turn away, the veil we fought to protect your life will start to come off. This is not a punishment. but because of what you chose. And the quiet that comes after won't be quiet. It will be so loud that you can't hear anything else, because divine direction is like nothing else. Being with God is the only thing that can make you happy. So, chosen one, don't go after what you know. Hold on to what makes you feel safe. Don't go back to a place that God shut down. Jesus says, don't try to figure everything out on your own. Please walk with me 1 minute at a time. I will turn your next breath into peace if you give it to me. I will turn your fear into favor if you give it to me. I will make your past useful if you give it to me. You're not just being called. Heaven is calling you by your name, which is divine authority. It's been 7 minutes, but the grace is still here. The door will stay open for a little while longer. Jesus is still knocking for a little while longer. They are still waiting with scrolls and swords, ready to protect everything you're about to become for a little while longer. This is your waking up again. This is your holy return. This is the perfect way to start over. Do not forget about this message when you leave. Do not just take these words at face value. This was a meeting. The lines were straight. There was a whisper of help in this. Archangel Michael tells you this last truth as heaven starts to seal this scroll and go back to being quiet. The next thing you do will define you. Will it be a sign of regret or a sign of peace? You can make your choice. We're still here, though. We still have hope. We still have faith in you. We'll walk with you if you let us. Archangel Michael states, the chains that have bound you in secret are beginning to loosen, but only if you listen now, not later. Your spirit has been aching for clarity, for a whisper from above to confirm what you already think. You can't turn away now. That whisper has turned into a thunder. Christ tells them, many around you have looked through closed doors at the favor you carry. They don't know the oil that you put on your life or the pain you went through to keep your light coming. But heaven has seen all of your tears and will turn them into a storm of breakthrough. It's not just faith. Your life is at stake, and a divine deal was made with your name long before anyone saw your face. It was sealed in glory, buried in light, and is now coming back to life to be fulfilled. The next 7 minutes are not a fluke. They are a divine countdown set by heaven itself that decides whether you will be raised now or later. At the same time, you are being watched, tests, and picked. Some souls only get warnings once in a lifetime, and when they don't listen, what they lose is too great to measure, says Archangel Michael. Not just chances, but also spiritual shields, divine protection, and clarity that is beyond human understanding. You don't want to keep thinking about what could have been. Heaven has seen how hesitant you are in your heart and how much you want to be free. This very message is an answer to that longing right now. There is already a shaking of the spirits of delay. They know what will happen if you do what they say. They have kept you confused, busy, and worn out. But their hold is getting weaker. Even the people near you have changed. Watch as their real goals start to become clear. One will show how jealous they are. Someone else will show how they betrayed them. Everything is just right to protect your next move. Jesus tells us, do not be alarmed by who starts falling away. Not everyone can rise with you when you do. It hurts to prune, but it is holy. You are being honed by fire for a throne that no one else can see. The evil one's plans will be thrown off by the power you're about to carry. That's why this moment is being attacked. That's why this message almost didn't get to you. Forces tried to stop it, mess it up, and confuse it because of what it does. But nothing that is made to stop you from awakening can work. You were never meant to be healthy. You bring a sound from heaven to hell that makes it noisy. That's why the fighting has been so bad. They tried to stop you from speaking, but they couldn't. Now is the time to reveal. Archangel Michael says the crown is floating above your head, ready to land if you obey. Do not miss it. You've already lost enough blood to reach this level. Your name is being talked about in a meeting right now that they don't want you to know about. But God will soon show it to you, and what was meant to be stolen from you will be given back to you 7 times over. Your worries and fears have taken over your dreams, but heaven is cleaning your sleep. Visions of the future will come back. What you find out when you wake up will amaze you. Be careful about who you let this energy flow through you. Some people act like they're happy for you, but they're really sad. Do not talk about what you plan to do next. In the 7-minute window, Jesus says, a code is broken. A holy code that not many people understand. You align with acceleration when you honor it. What takes other people years will happen in weeks in your life. Your name will already be on the other side of the door when it opens. Peace, contacts, healing, and a plan. You're not being begged by heaven. Heaven wants to warn you. There is too much at stake for your emotions to handle right now. Is your family tree, your bloodline, or the thing you leave behind? People will remember this moment for a long time. The angels who were sent to your home have been reactivated, says Archangel Michael. They are moving quickly, getting rid of shadows and lightening things up. Tonight you'll feel it. You could cry. Even if you fall to your knees, it will feel good. Years and years of chains breaking. Not everyone was supposed to get this message. That's how it found you. Because of this, your spirit is shaking as you read this. The enemy was most worried that you would find this message and finish it. You're almost there. Now, your spirit has started to move into place. Take a listen over the next 7 days. There will be 3 big changes. A mask will fall off of someone. A long-awaited message will come through, and a money chain will break. The thing that comes to you will be strange and unexpected, but it will be clear that it is from God. He tells them, your body may be tired, but your spirit is ready. From the moment you were born, you've been ready for this rise. You forgot. There is a reason for this message. It's not a pattern. It is a holy document that was signed by heaven and given to you personally. Even though you've been quiet, heaven heard your whisper. There was no need to yell. Angels could hear your heartbeat. Michael, the Archangel, tells you that you were not forgotten. You were being put in place. That which seemed like a delay was actually a set up for a divine surprise. You will get back everything you lost. The things that were stolen will be brought back, and every wound will be used as a weapon. It's not too late. You're on time. That being said, you must not skip this divine checkpoint. You need to give yourself permission to believe again. Even when it's hard and your faith is weak, heaven doesn't dislike you. Heaven is proud of how long you've tried. Your reward has now been given to you. He tells us not to lie. We don't play games. You are not confused by how you feel right now. It is confirmation. We won't beg you again if you skip. The flow stops, the chain breaks, and the timing is off. But if you really honor this moment, you will start a supernatural flood of change that will bless you and everyone who is connected to your name. This moment is being watched by your future self with tears in their eyes, says Archangel Michael. So thankful that you paid attention, even though everyone and everything told you not to. This is how we seal it. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.